So guys, let's just talk about couples boudoir for a second. I'm going to talk about the fact that couples boudoir, for all of you, it really doesn't look that intimate. It's a lot of the time you guys are just missing the main piece of the puzzle, which is directing intimacy, connection. They need direction. You're putting them in such an awkward and insecure space because, be honest, it's new, it's raw, and you don't want to cross the line. I get it. That's where I'm going to step in. So if you struggle with couples boudoir photographer, you're in the right space. Hey, I'm Camille Dexter, and I am your couples boudoir headquarters, if you will. Couples boudoir is the most understood genre in the boudoir industry. I'm here to explain it all. I am the person that a lot of people send couples to and so forth, and instead of making them look like prom photos, we're gonna look them spots. We're gonna talk about what's happening and how to shift it away from the awkward poses a lot of you are seeing today on the internet. Let's start with problem one. Photographers only know how to pose solos. They know where to put your arms, what to do with your face, how to direct your body. They have zero clue on how to get that connection to draw out from couples. The trick with intimacy is guiding them to the pose and letting natural micro movements bring out that chemistry between them. They know what they're doing in the bedroom. They're gonna be knowing what to do in front of the camera. Second problem, you're too afraid to cross the line. I get it. You don't want to borderline on inappropriate. I see it. Never on the internet. In fact, we're almost reverting back to glam shots for couples. There is a line. There's a way to steer away from it, but there's also a way to toe right on the edge. Problem three, you don't know what to say. There are so many times you don't know what to say or speak in that situation, and that's just leading to a lot of couples feeling very insecure in your studio space, which is then coming through in the photos. Language is the most key important part of couples boudoir. It's okay to be a little cheeky. I haven't photographed hundreds and hundreds of couples. I've done weddings near and far. The number is not what matters. It's the intention behind the number. I isolate down to a select number of couples every year because every couples session is done with intention. That's the guiding, that's the posing, and that's the drawing out the chemistry. To be honest, you don't need a vast number of people to come in front of your studio doors to see a pattern, to reoccur, and to see how you can ice couples out of the situation in general. Here is the real mystery. In my studio, I don't direct couples. Yeah, I put them over there into a pose, but then I let them naturally progress out of it. It's actually one of the first things I tell couples right before we start shooting. Now we're gonna talk my 3 non-negotiables when it comes to couples boudoir. 1, and it should be the most obvious one, proximity over posing. You're not posing a single girl on a wall anymore and dropping a man down here. They're not a prop. Please put them close together because the only way you're gonna draw intimacy is when you guys are near each other. Number 2, my second non-negotiable, every breath, every micro movement, literally every fraction of a movement matters. Every micro movement matters more than where the limbs are going. Last but most important one is confidence unlocks sequence. As in, if I put a couple in a pose, I gotta let them flow it out naturally. I'm not gonna be like, okay, move your hand here. Okay, move your hand here. All you're doing is parsing it up and losing all connection in that situation. One clear direction can give you 10 epic photos. All right, I'm gonna give you a little something to take away from the video so that you know I'm not blowing smoke up your butt. All I want you to do, instead of going in with 10,000 poses in your head, I want you to do this one thing. It's gonna change the whole landscape of how you shoot boudoir. What I want you to do, for example, if you have your couple face to face, what I'm gonna tell you to do is have them flirt with their lips. Don't touch, get real close. Just tease them with it. Whatever it takes, kind of like breath play, if you will. Basically, the gist of couples is low-key edging. It's gonna do 3 things. It's gonna slow them down, it's gonna get them in the moment, and it's gonna give you incredible shots every time. And don't forget to think outside the box. You don't need to take the standard side profile on this one. You can move all around your couple. Watch them. Watch their movements. Watch hand placements. All of that is key to great couples boudoir. The thing with couples boudoir is it deserves education, but there's a gap in the market. This isn't weddings and lingerie or solos time too. Couples is a whole ball game of itself. So if this is something you're really ready to dive into, come with me on this little journey. I'm gonna unlock the keys to the castle for you. And then stop. We will not be crossing boundaries. I have a line when I enter the studio. It's kind of my cheeky way of saying, I'm not prepared to see anyone's eggplant. So think of your own version. Setting up with that conversation, you're instantly creating the boundaries that's not going to cross you over the threshold. So if Couples Boudoir is something you really want to dive into, hit that subscribe button, follow along in the journey, and if you're really amped up about this, comment couples below. I would love to hear from you and what you're looking for. We'll be walking through how to pose them, micro movements, how to engage with the clients without feeling all icky inside. So I'll see you next time.